നമസ്കാരം. നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം ട്രാക്കിലെ കാഴ്ചകളും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ കണ്ടിരുന്നു. ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് മാർക്കോ പോളോയുടെ ഒരു ലേറ്റസ്റ്റ് ബസ് പരിചയപ്പെടാം. ബസ്സിൻ്റെ കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പം നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ രോഹിത് ശ്രീവാത്സവ സാറുണ്ട്. അതായത് ബസ് സെഗ്മെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ വൈസ് പ്രസിഡന്റ് ആണ് സാർ. അപ്പോൾ സാറിനോട് നമുക്ക് ഈ ഒരു പുതിയ ബസ്സിൻ്റെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ചോദിച്ച് മനസ്സിലാക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ അതിനു മുന്നേ ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് ഒരു ചെറിയ വീഡിയോ കണ്ടിട്ട് വരാം. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ രോഹിത് ശ്രീവാത്സവ സാർ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. സാർ, വെൽക്കം ടു അവർ ചാനൽ. ഞങ്ങൾ ലാസ്റ്റ് ഓട്ടോ എക്സ്പോ സമയത്ത് ഞങ്ങൾ സാറും മീറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. സാർ, ദർ ആർ ലോട്ട്സ് ഓഫ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് റിഗാർഡിംഗ് ദി ബസ് സെഗ്മെന്റ്. സർ, ദർ ഇസ് എ ഡ്രാസ്റ്റിക് ചേഞ്ച് ദാറ്റ് ഹാപ്പൻ ഫ്രം ദി BS4 to BS6 and now it's the BS6 phase 1 to the phase 2. How was the transition from these two phases?
So see, this transition is an emission norm which the vehicle needs to comply. And the choice is that you just meet the emission norm and there is a cost that your customer has to bear with no advantage.
Yes.
Versus there is a choice that you do some value addition to your bus, add some value enhancers to the bus in a manner where your customer also uses them to start getting even more advantages over what the normal offering is. And that is what we have tried to do in both the transitions.
Okay.
As you rightly said, you have been with us and you saw the BS4 to BS6,
yes,
how
yes,
we enhanced the value and improved the quality of the bus.
Yes.
Substantial improvement happened at that time. And further to that, we have done even more refinement in the BS6 phase 1 to phase 2. Phase 1 to phase 2 is nothing but now in-road, in-use compliance of the norms that is there.
Yes.
That's the norm that is there. So in this phase also we have added a lot of value enhancers.
Okay.
So that our customers at a very minimal payback, he starts making a lot more profitability.
Okay. Actually, there are lots of new safety features, lots of features. As we discussed in the last Auto Expo, you told me lots of new safety features that added to the bus segment. So what are the updates that you have done in the phase 2 segment?
So it's not only about safety. In fact, there are 6 major pillars.
Yes.
On which a bus is evaluated by our customers and also the passengers.
Okay.
So most importantly, of course, safety is always there. It is the underlying
Yes.
requirement.
Yes.
But most importantly, there are TCO related things, which is the total cost of ownership.
Okay.
Then NVH, noise, vibration and harshness, is something which is a very, very crucial element because it further decides whether the passenger sitting inside is comfortable
Yes,
or not.
of course, yes.
And then there is safety, of course. There is performance and durability and reliability.
Okay.
If the bus is not durable and reliable, then of course the passenger is not comfortable.
Okay.
And then comes the element of comfort and convenience. Like I mentioned, NVH, comfort, convenience in terms of the convenience as in chargers, etc.
Yes. Lots of other features.
Yes, and ride comfort.
Okay.
So if the bus is not having a comfortable ride, again the passenger is not very happy.
Okay.
And therefore the disadvantage. The other thing is about the appeal. So a bus needs to be appealing, the design and the styling.
Yes.
Although many people may feel that in a commercial vehicle,
lots
why
of
it is
fans.
important. Yes. So in a commercial vehicle, why it is important? But it is important because there has to be an appeal. A car is more of a, people treat it, a bus is more like a car for the customer where he wants the same facilities.
Yes.
and therefore the styling and the design also
Design.
has been taken care in this transition.
So we know that there are lots of new like the changes in the performance, safety, and all new updates. Does all these changes affect the price of the new bus?
So you must know that the 6 pillars that we spoke about, within those 6 pillars, these are the 6 pillars as in they are bucket. You will find that the Tata Motors buses have been updated with some 85 value enhancers, and they sit in any of these 6 pillars. These value enhancers are meant to enhance the revenue or the business doing capability of the bus purchaser. And it works in many ways. It works in the ways that it is improving the safety and therefore more passengers will come. It is improving the NVH, therefore more passengers will come. It will increase the performance and reliability, therefore the TCO will go down. It has features which enhance the TCO as such, as in fuel efficiency has been improved. Then there are certain features like, there is something called a hill start assist.
Yes.
So if you are
control.
Yeah, if you are in a gradient,
Yes.
then the driver is struggling for, he will balance between the clutch and the accelerator. Yes. The vehicle will start going down. So you can decide whether to count it in safety or to count it in performance, how to count it in TCO. Because when he tries to do that, he is actually reducing the life of the clutch.
Of course.
In addition to adding fatigue to himself.
Yes.
So these are things that have been taken care. Yes, there will be some cost, but the way we have looked at is that the cost that is there for doing an emission migration will only sit as a cost. Whereas when we add these value enhancers at a very minimal cost, the overall price increase that there may be actually is not seen by the customer. In fact, it is seen the other way around. He pays this price, but he actually makes much more out of it.
Yes. When we comparing to a long-term ownership.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So he actually ends up making much more out of it, and that is why they are rightly called the value enhancers.
So as we are sitting inside a bus, so can you please elaborate some more features, the new features about the bus segment?
So there are some unique features that we've added to these buses, and as I said earlier also, they are part of one of those 6 buckets, and some will overlap as well. But some of the unique things let's talk about. So I think all these buses now we have given with a drive mode switch. So depending on your application, in the sense that a school bus or a staff bus will travel some distance in the city, also will travel some distance in the outskirts also. At that time, because you are optimizing for one situation, you should not end up losing out for the other situation. And that is where this mode switch multi-mode switch helps you. There is something called a gear shift advisor. Now, in the olden days, the drivers used to change gear by judging the vehicle situation of the sound that it is making. Even today, some GSAs are RPM based, which is nothing but a refined manner of judging the sound. Here there is a torque based GSA, which judges the actual torque that is required for that situation, and it advises on the gear shift.
The exact position to change the gear.
Yes, and you will not believe, through the Fleet Edge app, there is a Fleet Edge app which is another feature we will talk about. Through the Fleet Edge app, one of our customers has monitored that his driver is using the FE switch or the multi-mode switch and the GSA effectively. He has gained about 25 to 30% fuel mileage additional. So these are things that have been added in these vehicles. We spoke about the hill start assist. The engine torque itself has been increased. The power has been increased. The torque has been increased, which again helps in improving the fuel efficiency. There is a comfort and convenience feature, where the vehicles now come with a two-stage spring. So it's not that if the vehicle is partially loaded, it will behave differently, and if it is fully loaded, it will behave differently. The ride comfort will remain constant, whether it is for the driver or the. Then the seats, the type of seats that we are providing for the driver, options are available for suspended seats. They can be pneumatically suspended, mechanically suspended, or a 4-way adjustable fixture. There are choices available. And the hub is now a sealed THU bearing, where there is no adjustment required. It is greased for life.
Hub greasing?
Yes, all that has been avoided now. It is sealed for life. Not only the performance will be better, but also there will be cost saving. And most importantly, if the vehicle has to get the hub job done,
Okay.
it will go to the workshop. Depending on the availability of the slot, it will wait for a day, sometimes a day and a half. Here, all that is not required.
Okay.
That's one very good addition that has been done.
So at the end of the day, there is a good change in the cost of ownership.
There will be a distinct advantage
Okay.
of, you know, there are, as I said, we have added some 85 value enhancers.
Okay.
These value enhancers are actually creating an advantage of up to 25 to 30% in the parameter that is there. So for
okay,
example,
okay.
for the driver, the clutch pedal effort, for the passenger, the effort required to move the window, all these things have been reduced by about 25 to 30%.
Okay,
Which, and there are other features, then those will contribute to the reduction of the TCO. So fuel mileage itself will be about 5 to 6% higher.
Yes, yes, that will drastically.
Absolutely. Very uniquely, what has also been done is that this AIS 140 device,
Yes.
which is the regulation, has now been used as an opportunity to enhance value for the customer.
Okay.
Wherein it has been converted into a complete, connectivity platform
Okay.
device. And using that device, there is a app, there is a portal, which is called, we branded it as Fleet Edge.
Okay.
All this is now has a 4G connectivity, so that there is no drop off connectivity, and all the information, including track and trace, harsh braking, harsh acceleration, your fuel theft, if it is happening. The tank is now equipped with the anti-theft device, so fuel theft, all these things will be available to the customer on his app.
It will be 24/7 monitored.
24/7 he can monitor, he can advise, guide the driver. In fact, he will know where the driver is, what is he doing, how is he driving the vehicle. All these things have been included this time.
Okay, there are lots of things that we learned from this. Okay, sir, very much thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
അപ്പം ഇത്രയൊക്കെയുള്ള ഇന്നത്തെ വീഡിയോ. അടുത്ത ദിവസം നല്ലൊരു വീഡിയോ ആയിട്ട് നിങ്ങളെ വിഷ്ണുക്കോട് സൈനിങ് ഔട്ട് ഫ്രം ഓട്ടോസ് വ്ലോഗ്.